Thank you, everybody. Bigfoot, Michigan Rob here. Before I get started, big shout out to Rob Roy Menzies for the artwork for this thumbnail. This is an awesome encounter story. Please, everybody, subscribe to Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. We also now have super thanks in the videos. If you want to flip good old Robbie Boy a couple bones, go for it. If not, I appreciate your support. Please share, like, and subscribe if not already. Let's get on with this story. It was quite an experience, Rob. This takes place June 2011, and I was hiking in Daniel Boone National Forest. I was by myself and had taken the day to spend the time in God's country, as I like to say. I was well prepared for the day with a fully stocked backpack full of dried food and plenty of water. I brought along a small caliber sidearm just to feel safe and had no intentions of using this unless it was absolutely necessary. And to be honest, I am more afraid of humans than wild animals. I was also looking for a spot to come back later in the month, to go camping with my eldest son of 15 years, to have a weekend with Dad. I had a decent Canon camera, fully charged, and was taking pictures and recording some short videos while traversing about this great country's park. After an hour or so off the trail, I decided to be a bit more adventurous and wandered off trail for a couple miles to just get the full experience. Of course, before I left for the day, a few buddies had told me that since I was going hiking alone, it would be wise to stay on trail. So, of course, going against my friends, I decided to do the opposite, as this would be a great story to share upon completion of my day. I brought a machete to cut through some growing brush while I finally came upon a meadow that was nicely cleared out and was wide open. Roughly 100 yards in front of me was the tree line that started up past the clearing. I was panning my camera, zooming into the tree line when I stopped at a rather big tree stump, maybe 4 foot high and nearly the same width. I started taking pictures of the stump and snapped off several other pictures in the vicinity. When I came back to the stump, something I could not believe started to materialize from the stump. I started taking pictures, and to my amazement, the stump seemed to get taller and metamorphosize in what appeared to be a very hairy animal. At first, I thought this to be a bear. Then I realized this bear had a human face. The color of this humanoid was brown with long, shaggy hair, and that face appeared to look directly into my lens. The height had to be 7 feet, and it looked powerful. Then this is part of the story where it even gets more unbelievable, Rob. This being seemed to fade away and had an almost glimmering sheen to it. But now I can't identify this thing. I switched to video, and almost at this very change over from picture to video, a deer came into view. About a second into it, the deer seemed to be grabbed up off the ground. That's right, Rob. It was swooped off the ground, a good 5 feet, and was whisked away into the woods. Rob, I gasped. I lost breath and could not believe what I had witnessed. Since I had taken pictures and was filming this, immediately I found a place to sit down and review what I had captured. Yes, the stump was there. However, when the stump rose up, it was very blurry with the photos I had taken. Also, in other still shots, it had disappeared. So now I'm looking for the suspended deer off the ground, so I went over and switched to video. To my dismay, Rob, no deer was to be found. With my disappointment in this, I went home and thoroughly went through the pictures and video frame by frame with nothing. Just blurred pictures and static video. I have heard of blob squatch before and videos either going blank or battery failures, but what about the deer? Why was that now on the film? Or why was the deer not on the film? I know the deer was real for sure. Since this, I am definitely a Bigfoot and paranormal enthusiast and make visits to this part of the forest as much as possible. Sign Steve, loyal subscriber. Steve, man, that is a great story. I have no idea. That is something else. We've all heard about the blob squash. We've heard about videos that just don't pick up anything. But man, to see a deer be taken off the ground and whisked into the woods, that's paranormal if you ask me. The Bigfoot turns from a stump. I mean, it went grow a stump turns into something that appeared to be Bigfoot. Thought it was an animal, then realized it was humanoid looking. We've heard several stories like this. This, you guys, has the elements of everything: Bigfoot and the paranormal. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a short one, about 5 minutes. I got to go investigate this one. I got to try to get a hold of my buddy Steve here. Thank you, Steve, for that. Please subscribe to Bigfoot Michigan Rob. I love you guys. Until next time, Bigfoot Michigan Rob is out. Enjoy your day. Peace to you all.